Again, welcome to Kainos Gaming. We're going to be playing some Apex tonight, hopefully with a full squad. But for today, we're going to be talking the iced Stubby. We're going to get started here. Again, welcome to Coffee Lab Talks. This is where we talk about coffee before we game. We do about an episode a week. Today, we are talking about the iced Stubby. So now you're asking, what is an iced Stubby? Again, we're going to get started here in one more minute. We're going to wait for these people to pop in, all the people that are wanting to see this. But we're going to get started here. So first off, we're using what's called the Aeropress brew method. Okay, guys, this is the Aeropress brew method. This is an Aeropress. It's basically a bicycle pump that allows you to put coffee in here and then you actually press it. The reason why this is a effective brew method, so an Aeropress is really something that you can get at Target or the online at Amazon or that sort of thing. It's something that's super common. It's definitely very easy to maintain and clean. It's kind of a mixture of a French press, but it's the opposite way. So you would actually turn this around and you would press it this way and your coffee would come out versus the French press. Again, remember when we're using the French press, it's just pressing it to divide it. Okay, so the Aeropress, and what we're actually going to be doing is we're going to be doing the inverted Aeropress iced Stubby. Basically, that means we're turning it upside down and we're going to let it steep in there and then we're going to press it out. So right off the bat, we have about 21 grams of coffee. And what we're going to basically do is we're going to split our water weight, our total volume of water, and we're going to split it to be half iced and half water. Okay, so we did this with our Japanese brew method. It's going to be the same sort of thing. We're going to do half and half, and so that's what we have right here. We have about 150 grams of ice that we have going on right here. Okay, so what we're going to do actually is we're going to get our coffee started. We're going to zero out our scale. Again, we're doing our infamous fellow kettle here. And so what we have here, we're going to do 100 and about 140, 150 grams of water. We're going to pour this in. And that's just about going to fill it up, okay? And we're at 130, 140. Okay, and what we're going to do actually is we're going to stir this because we want to agitate it, okay? We're going to stir it a little bit and we're going to agitate it. Just like that. Okay, so again, this is our iced Stubby, and we're letting it basically just steep for about, if we set our timer here, for about 2 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna let this sit here. Again, guys, this is our Aeropress. This is a inverted iced Stubby, so we're kind of taking on the Japanese iced coffee that we did, the same process, but then also we're using an Aeropress, which is a very common home brewer system. So we're going to let that steep for a little bit. And then what we have here is our cap or our lid. This has our filter on it, right? So this has our filter. We have a double filter in there. It's just a white disc that you can purchase that comes with it. And we're going to put this on here right here. Kevin Holiday with the like, my man, dude. Thanks for the share too as well. We're just getting started here. We're talking about the iced Stubby, okay? So this is brewing for another minute or two, okay? We're gonna let it just sit there and steam there. Again, Kevin, thank you. I actually like your coffee talks. Landon, what's up, dude? How's it going? We are just talking the content. Aeropress iced Stubby. If you've ever had that before, it comes in this little canister here, and we're pressing it over ice with this Aeropress, okay? So we have about 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Again, we got people popping in. This is episode 9 of the Coffee Lab Talks. We are talking the Aeropress iced Stubbies. If you have questions, if you're curious to what it looks like, this is what it looks like. It's basically like a bicycle pump that you press it, but you actually press it down this way instead of like a French press. You brew coffee at home? Let me know what you're brewing at home. Landon, thanks for the like, my man. Thank you. Okay, so this has probably about another 20-30 seconds before we actually press it, and then we'll show you what that looks like as well. Okay, guys? What's nice about this is a full immersion brew method, right? So the coffee's staying there. It can't stay there for too long. If it stays there for too long, it's actually going to over extract. It's the same as the French press. It's the same as V60, a Chemex. If the coffee stays in there for too long, or if the grind is too little, then too long of a brew time will actually over extract the coffee and you're actually just getting bitterness and over extraction completely. Okay, so now we're at about 215. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're actually going to take off our scale because we don't need it anymore. We're gonna gently place that there. And then we're actually gonna take our ice, and the reason why we did this as an inverted way is because it's a little bit cleaner. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna toss it backwards like that. And what's happening as well, guys, is that remember with our Japanese iced coffee, that it is stopping the cooking process as soon as it hits the ice. And the reason why we're doing half ice, half water as the total volume is because this is going to be more concentrated and it's actually going to dilute with the ice just perfect, okay? So we're going to get that set in, and the same thing, you actually push it down. What's nice about this is a full-bodied coffee. Right? It's a full-bodied coffee. Got some spillage there, that's okay. But it actually ends up being pretty good, okay? We're gonna let this drip again. It's just about done. All right, and then when it is about done, and actually just tip it upside down here. That'll be good. Okay, so again, this is our iced Stubby coffee. Super light, super friendly. Is like a good summer drink. And it's iced. I love iced coffee because I absolutely just slurp it up. Content. These are one of the drinks that it's just so tea-like and it's refreshing. It's not bitter at all, which to some people it's like a huge surprise, right? Like, oh, you're drinking bitter coffee. When you brew it the ice way, it's actually really smooth. If you've had cold brew can be pretty smooth, but depending on the coffee, it'll either be really bitter or really nutty or not really good. But with the iced coffee, you actually preserve those higher and brighter notes, which is what we did. Okay, we're gonna give this a try. Again, I just love this. I love iced coffee. See, and it's super fruity. So this is a Burundi that we had. That was a natural Burundi that was really tasty, hot, but as well as iced. It's actually really good, guys. You can hear the ice. How therapeutic. Again, it's like tea. I'm not even kidding. It's like tea.